What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Binance Coin, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. And on that note, we are still doing the crypto coin display giveaway, as you can see here on the screen. I'm giving one of these away every single week on Saturday, so stay tuned for that video. But more importantly, to win one of these, all you have to do is comment your favorite cryptocurrency in the comment section down below, as well as make sure that you have subscribed by commenting subscribe down below as well. So comment those two things down below. I will be checking to see if you've subscribed. If you haven't, you won't win one of these. But definitely make sure to do those two things to win one of these. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's episode is obviously looking at Bitcoin's crazy run to $40,000, as well as XRP pretty much just slowly but surely following up its support level that's been on the coin since pretty much the beginning of 2021. But more importantly, I did put out a post yesterday on Twitter as well as on YouTube discussing that I did buy into Bitcoin the second we closed above 40K. And I've made a slight adjustment to that. Honestly, there's a good chance I probably will get stopped out, but I do think that there are bigger opportunities to talk about, especially for today. So big things all across the board. Definitely stay tuned, guys. Also, today's video is sponsored by Disciplina. Hopefully you guys remember Disciplina from back in the, a couple of weeks ago. We talked about them. More importantly, they're basically just a way for a new crypto project for recruiters as well as new people looking for jobs to come together and actually be able to find unique jobs, and people can hire new employees. So definitely make sure to stick around to the end of the video for that. Otherwise, guys, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Remember to join us over at Discord, as we have over 1,500 active members talking about crypto completely free. Link in the description. Otherwise, let's jump into today's video. All right, guys, a quick refresh. Obviously, top 10 cryptocurrencies, everything is slightly up. Market is up about almost 3% today, 2.5%. We're up about, market cap is 1.73 trillion. So volume is slowly coming back into the market. I know I'm seeing a lot of peculiar things right now on the board. Hopefully, you guys, if you know what exactly happened, can let me know down in the comments below. But do you guys see these major wicks that have formed on like Tether and on Cardano? We have Polkadot exploding up, and it's only for like a split second or a couple of minutes. We had Solana dump, we had Binance USD explode, and these are stable coins that exploded, which is very peculiar. But notice it's pretty much all of these cryptocurrencies. You can clearly see the major spike in certain ones, Cosmos, Tether. It seems to be mainly the stable coins that are getting a big run for their money. Waves, we can go on, it just continues to go, but it seems like the major ones that are now pretty much stable coins, True USD has been, impacted the most by some of these cryptos. So to let me know, or by whatever happens, so let me know in the comments down below what you think. But more importantly, looking at today's video, I guess we'll start with Bitcoin, then we'll ravel on into XRP. But for right now, I did say yesterday that I did buy into Bitcoin yesterday with a very tight stop loss. Granted that the price of, and I did just tweak this as of this morning to kind of help me, but I actually had this set a little bit lower. I had it set at $40,000 just like this, and then I just moved it up to pretty much, line up with this top resistance right here. But ultimately, I feel like I may have bought in. Honestly, I may actually cancel this buy-in right now and actually short this. And I know it's unfortunate, but I would like to explain why to some of you guys. Now, it's still an opportunity that I'm going to take, and I want you guys to understand that. I bought in real quick at when we closed at like 40,000. We closed at like 40,000 for something, 40,500. We're currently at 39,000, or we're at $40,000 right now, so it's a very small drop. And I had a leverage, I had my stop loss at 39,500, so that would be about $1,000 from where I actually bought in from. But the reason I plan on selling it is because I didn't really notice that this kind of was still top resistance. We haven't actually broken through it just yet. I guess we have to set a better, a more comfortable reason to buy in, at probably closer to like 40. $41,000, $800 or maybe $42,000 to really be secure with the fact that we'd rally back up to about the 45 to 48K resistance levels. Still set at bottom support. $30,000 seems to be where it is. If we close at 2980 or 29,800 or $30,000 on the dot, that would be enough for me to short the market to the downside. But it seems like we're hitting a resistance. So after this video, I do plan on canceling that trade, and I might actually be going in for a short. I know that's crazy, switching things up, but we're still hitting resistance here, and it doesn't seem like we have enough volume to actually swing us up, above there, and it's unfortunate. We've hit it, back in the past. We've wicked it, but we haven't actually closed a daily until, back in end of May 2020, or sorry, May 20th of 2021. But this is now the first time in a very long time you've actually regained support up there. So obviously, if we close maybe closer to $42,000, I'll buy in and long it up to 46,000, maybe up to resistance here. But there is a couple, plays at mind here. But ultimately, my plan now, my next target is to short it. It might be a small short. If you guys actually bought in, you can cancel it too, and short it down to maybe 37,000. This is definitely more of a moderate trade to conservative to moderate, not moderate to aggressive, mainly because we are hitting these resistances. We have clearly the price ceiling, clearly the price floor, and once we see prices retest resistance here, it's a good opportunity of reversal usually to follow suit. There's really two options here versus us just trading out inside the middle with not much volume to back it, but we may see in either a pull down to 36,781 or down to $30,000. You can see what I mean by that support level, mainly because we do have this major uptrend on Bitcoin. So if prices do correct, it should be a small, hopefully a small drop to 36,880 that will hold us at support, and then hopefully we can break through it. That's ultimately the goal that I have set right now. And then obviously we'll probably hit resistance up here and then correct lower and hopefully consolidate and break to the upside. If we don't do that, then we are in a bigger descending triangle than we had originally thought, which would be this movement right here. You can see this would be considered a descending triangle right here. Support level at 30K, resistance of lower highs pulling us down. Right now we're in a symmetrical triangle until it's proven us otherwise, which would trend us into here and then break to the upside. So that's pretty much short term what I plan on doing, canceling the trade that I had. I'm not going to wait till 39,500 to hit the stop loss. I'd rather just take my loss right now and then continue to run this downtrend lower. The reason I do think that we maybe will retest this and pump higher is actually looking at the relative strength indicator. We've been talking about this for quite some time now as a means of bearish divergence on the market. And you can see right now what I mean by that. These lower high formations, as prices, shot up higher, the relative strength indicator went lower. This is the first time in a very long time we've actually been able to break through, or actually this is the first time at all we've broken through this downtrend here, which should hopefully signal and indicate that the bearish divergence, which hopefully you guys understand and remember what that is. For those that are new, bearish divergence means prices swing up as the relative strength indicator swings down. I'll show you guys that right here. So see how the relative strength indicator is heading lower, but prices during that time are heading higher. It's an act of uncertainty and exhaustion. It usually indicates a major reversal, which is exactly what happened. We dumped from 64,000 all the way down to 30,000. We halved. So it was a very good call, and we shorted this, and we made a ton of profit due to the bearish divergence. But we're finally crossing over that, which may overlap in what's appearing to be an uptrend, and that should hopefully carry the coin back up to maybe 45K. But short term, and I'm talking about day trading, scalping the market, if we decide to hit this, which seems to be a resistance, I'm going to try to short it to the downside. Now let me just clear this off the board. Boom. Now moving on to XRP, my target is to literally let this continue to play out. We didn't see that major surge up to $1, which is fine. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but we do have this uptrend here. And what I'm looking to see happen is prices consolidate, and hopefully we breach the dollar resistance that's at this coin. We also have obviously resistance right here, or sorry, supports at like 71 cents. We have supports at 86 cents. But ultimately what I'm looking for is obviously this uptrend has been holding up very well. You can see it right here. Ever since the beginning of, or the end of January, beginning of February, the uptrend has held beautifully, and it should hopefully carry this coin to breach through this lower high formation, this downtrend, because it seems like we've officially like cleared this resistance. I don't really need that right now. I mean, obviously we could probably play around with it and maybe move it like this. It is possible. I mean, we could leave it for here right now, but you can see what I'm referring to, how we could maybe use that as still a downtrend. Whatever that reason may be, I'm not too worried. Regardless of the fact, targets to buy into XRP for me come above $1. Once we close above $1, maybe $1.07, that would be enough for me to long it to the upside. Hopefully we'll climb back up to $1.60. And if we break through this support that we've had for months now and we close, let's say, at 80 cents, I'm going to short it to the downside. Obviously, we'll be doing so on BitYard, as I've linked in the description down below. But you can see also for Bitcoin, this is another reason why I'm selling, it's because we had a major volume surge, which is great. It shot us up from 35K to 40K, $5,000 move. But the problem is we're hitting the 40-day moving average, and it doesn't seem like we want to hold there. So I'm going to flip my position. I bought in way too early than I thought, and I'm going to short it now to 36K. There's a good chance we're going to reverse downwards. Granted that we just had a run that shot us up 17% in price. We're probably going to see the opposite. I'd be shocked if we continued to make a 60% jump. So expect to see a reversal right now on the coin. Looking at Ethereum, we look okay. Things are okay. I do think we're going to see some consolidation right now. Chances we could pull back down a little bit. But I think long term, we're starting to look, maybe for entering the end of June into July, prices stem upwards. But that's really where my head's at. Binance Coin looks okay. Retesting support here. I mean, hey, it's odd. Binance Coin looks like it's at the bottom. This would be a good indicator to buy in. We'll see what happens. We could obviously dip lower. But XRP is holding support well. Ethereum free floating. Bitcoin hitting top resistance here. We'll see how it plays out, but it's still showing signs of, more bullish opportunity than bearish, as we're having that bullish cross on the relative strength indicator. We're breaking out of that resistance level. Binance Coin looks like it wants to teeter up. This could be a more of an aggressive, moderate to aggressive style of trade to buy in now, anticipating a rally to the upside, but things are all hinting towards movement to the upside. S&P 500 looks okay, slowly but surely pumping higher, getting very close to becoming overbought. Let's see how the weekly looks. Haven't looked at this in a long time. Oh, things are looking too great here. Obviously, when we had that major dump back for COVID, it was a beautiful opportunity. My God, you could have literally made your portfolio 60% higher. This is a 93% jump. Jesus Christ. But notice every time we're overbought, it tends to dump lower. It's interesting. It's an interesting play. I mean, even when we were overbought here, we trended inside overbought for years. So that's another indication of maybe we're not just over it yet. Granted, when we were overbought right here, we hugged the price. We didn't really see any reversal until literally, I'd say, over a year later. So it's possible that we could now be just trending on this for a while. But the fact that we're outside of what was a major ascending fractal, I mean, look at this. This is huge, and we're finally starting to stem above here. Looks like things are kind of getting a little out of control. It worries me. Long term, it does worry me. But we'll see how this plays out, because there could be what appears to be correction like that. I don't want to, jinx anyone, but we always come down to retest the moving average. Understand that. We always come back down to retest the moving average. Look at this back in the past. When have we ever shot so far up above the moving average that we haven't come back down to it? Every single time. Even though from 2013 all the way to 2015 we were trading above here, we were never that far apart. So consider that there is this opportunity that at some point we like to come back down to retest this moving average here. At some point. So granted, we were just there. We are, it's been a year now. There could be possible reversal to the downside. So get ready to dollar cost average is all I'm saying. Otherwise, I want to talk about Disciplina. I want to give a huge shout out to Disciplina for sponsoring today's episode. So Disciplina was created to help job recruiters with an instrument to find the perfect employees with the corresponding skills and backgrounds for the job. Their token DSCPL is available on PancakeSwap and currently has big potential for growth when their project is fully and completely complete. Their project is the first multifunctional blockchain to create verified personal profiles based on academic and professional achievements. Their project aims to make quality changes in the field of education and recruiting, as well as aid in the effective use of blockchain technologies. They will store the whole history of academic achievement of a person in blockchain, generating their personal score. They store confidential information such as courses, student tasks, grades, and test results, which results in allowing recruiters to simplify the candidate search by their fields of expertise and skills required. So some unique features about them is that the platform includes its own POS consensus-based blockchain architecture developed from scratch. It is a domain-specific platform with multiple partnerships. Their network includes technological companies, infrastructural projects, and educational organizations. The company works not only with private institutions, but also with state universities and educational institutions. They provide students with verified academic track, study history, and verified achievement and background. So that data could be downloaded and sent to their job recruiter, which at that point can be either approved or denied based on whether they have the correct, things and applications for that specific job. Disciplina also creates a way for higher education to monetize data by collecting the fee that is charged to the recruiter for choosing a student or graduate to join their job search. Last week, Disciplina announced the short-term roadmap. This roadmap brings a lot of great news for holders: DeFi mechanics, activities to support tokens, LP reward programs, and so on. All of the activities aim to support tokens and the community. Disciplina team is going to announce that details on their DeFi mechanics very soon. Despite the rules are not public yet, that kind of integration always increases traction and brings new users along. So don't miss out the chance to get this DSCPL on PancakeSwap before the announcement. It should also be noted that Disciplina team has announced the start of LP reward programs very soon. That kind of program has pretty much a big positive impact on the community and makes trading much more attractive for all their participants, including traders, liquidity providers, and even holders. So follow the project's social networks to get their details and hurry up to get your liquidity. Last but not least, Disciplina team announced the future start of trading activities like buy and win and hold and win competitions, deposit bonuses, social media sharing campaigns. Disciplina plans to hold several events and contests, which would pretty much boost the activity within the community. Otherwise, once again, huge shout out to Disciplina for sponsoring today's episode. Definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.